Hey guys, it's Sam Morton.
And Jack Gilbert from TechFusions here.
And welcome to episode number 5. Go ahead, Jack.
Welcome everyone. Feel free to comment so we know who's here. Hope everyone's well. We've got a pretty good episode today talking about PS2 games. So if anyone's played, I'm sure lots of us have played PS2 games. So again, write them down or have a think about games you've played previously.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of great games to go over. I know I've got a lot of memories playing the PS2. Jack, you've got memories of playing the PS2 as well. And we've got a special guest. It's my brother. It's Ben. So we're going to add him into the live stream now and introduce him. So there we go.
Hello guys. Hello Sam. Hello Jack.
Hey Ben, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are yourself?
Good. We're good. It's good to have you join us on our live stream.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm normally behind the scenes of TechFusions, so it's weird being on a live stream for the first time with you guys. So thank you for having me on.
Yeah, Casti says hi, Ben. Hi, Casti.
Hi,
hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the live stream.
And Casti, yeah, I've noticed you put PlayStation, definitely a great device. We agree with you there. And the PlayStation, PlayStation 2 is just great. Hey Tanisha, thanks for coming. Tanisha, love PS2. So many great games and memories playing it. I love thinking about PS2 and especially childhood as well. So many great games which we'll talk about in this episode, which is good.
Yeah, I'm sure Ben, you have some great memories of playing the PS2 as well. I know we had a PS2 for quite a while and got loads of games. The good thing about the PS2 is that you could go to a car boot or Game Station back in the day, and they were really cheap, the PS2 games. So that was great.
Yeah.
Station. I forgot all about Game Station. Hey Shelby, thanks for coming and joining our live streams. Shelby said, love PS2. I'm watching my brother play because he only let me. Awesome. Shelby, what games did you play on PS2?
Perfect. Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. If you just clicked in, we're going to be covering the PS2 games, our favorite memories from playing the PS2. So we might mention some games you played, like you forgot that you used to play, and games that you really loved as well. So we're just going to give it a sec. We've got Bethany there. Hi Bethany, thanks for joining. It's my girlfriend. She's joining to say hey. I don't know if you played any PS2 games. Let us know if there's any games that you like. I think you mentioned iToy last week, so that was really cool. Oh, Shelby says GTA. Cool. Yeah, GTA, obviously a massive game on the PS2. Great fun. But yeah, we've all probably played it before we were supposed to. So yeah.
That was definitely one of my favorite games, GTA. Oh, Shrek 2. I don't think I've ever played that. Have you played that, Sam, before?
Yeah, I believe so. Ben, didn't we play this before?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we actually got it from Blockbuster when you could actually rent games out from Blockbuster. And, it was based in Shrek Swamp. So
that's going back in time for Blockbuster.
Perfect. So I think we'll get to some of the chat in a little while. We're going to go into the questions now. Again, if you're new to the stream, please say hi. We'll give you a shout out and hope you enjoyed the stream. So we created a list of questions. The first question is, first PS2 game you ever played. So Jack, what was the first PS2 game you played?
So my first game I ever played was, now probably not the coolest game. I actually think it came with my PS2, and I think that's how I ended up playing it. But I don't know if anyone else played the game iToy. This is definitely one of my favorite games. So iToy, if anyone hasn't played it before, is almost similar to a Nintendo Wii, kind of, but before the Wii, so you had literally just a webcam. You had different games on. You could also, I think there were other games where you could incorporate the webcam with it, but the game I played was just literally the iToy game. Now, when I think back of what games were there, they weren't necessarily the best, but they were just lots of fun. So there was a game where you had to wash the windows, and you had to kind of move your arms and move the different things. There was another football game. It's almost like you're doing headers. I know who's just joined us there. I think that's Harry.
Yeah, we got Trevor as well. Hi, Trevor. Thanks for watching. I love GTA. My son taught me to play as I'm really old. Yeah, GTA is a great fun game. You get up to all kinds of mischief like you wouldn't in the real world. You can steal a car. You can shoot guns in the middle of the street. So yeah, really fun and cool game. And yeah, as Jack said, hi, Harry. Hope you're well. Thanks for watching the live stream. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you played any PS2 games, like any good memories of PS2 games. Let us know. Really want to hear this. And then Harry just said, iToy was unreal. Forgot about that. Yeah, iToy was amazing. Yeah, I love that game as well, Jack. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, it was just a great game. And I remember the game, it just reminded me, Harry, seeing you pop up. There's a game where you had to play head of the ball. And obviously I'm not very good at football in real life, but in this game, it was like I could have been a pro footballer. But then I noticed, I don't know if anyone else who played it, you could cheat and you could just use your hands instead. So at the start, I was using my head. And then after a while, I realized you could just use your hands. And it was quite a good way to get a high score. But there were so many different games, I think. And I just loved it. There's other games, I think a boxing game as well. I don't know if anyone played that.
Yeah, Harry's saying about the karate level. That was really cool. Where you had to fight away the ninjas. Yeah, you had to slap them away. But Ben, tell them what you used to do on iToy. How did you cheat?
Oh, funny. So when I was a kid, I used to have, the window cleaning game. I used to have a handkerchief. So I used to go up to the camera and I used to wipe the screen with the handkerchief, like making it seem like you're actually cleaning the windows.
That was a good way to cheat. If you get really close to it and just wave in front of it, it would knock out all the enemies or wipe the window really quick. And it was just an easy way to cheat the game. But yeah, it's good laugh that.
Yeah, it was funny. And it's weird because I was looking how many iToys they did, and they did quite a lot. They did about 10 of them.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize there was that many.
Yeah, they cancelled the last 2. So they went, you know what, the iToys aren't selling. The last one they did was 2000, and then they cancelled it. So,
there you go. Jack, do you want to read out some of these comments? We've got one here.
So Tanisha's first game is GTA Vice City. That was a great game. I didn't actually play it too much, but I've played Vice City Stories, which I think is the game that came after Vice City.
I'll get up on screen so we can all have a quick look at it.
Let's get that up.
I didn't play this one actually when I owned a PS2, which was quite strange. I played this after. I think I played it on Xbox actually. Let's get up the screen. There we go. So there's GTA Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I actually played San Andreas. But yeah, I don't have too many memories of Vice City, but it's definitely a game I want to go back to and play because it looks great fun.
I think all the GTAs are great, and I think whatever one you play, there's always something about it. I mean, I used to love. I don't know if anyone else ever used to play all the different cheats on GTA. So like you could type in the different codes and just. I mean, I didn't even really do the levels. I just used to pretty much just run around doing all the cheats. Like getting tanks and stuff like that, but so much fun.
Yeah, Ben, did you enjoy playing GTA?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I liked kind of breaking the rules of it. I know you weren't meant to, but that was good fun actually. I guess part of it, you could kind of have that freedom to go different places with GTA, and that's what I liked about it compared to some car racing games.
Perfect. We'll go to another comment. We've got Bethany. Harry Potter was really good. Yeah, there was a number of Harry Potter games on the PS2. There was the Quidditch game. There was Chamber of Secrets. And you may remember playing some PS1 games on the PS2 as well. So, yeah, the Harry Potter ones are always good fun. Got another comment there. Jack, do you want to read this one out?
Yeah, so this is Karen. Happy birthday, Karen, as well.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Karen.
And Karen said, hi, guys. I love Spyro games. got Hero's Tale, like Enter the Dragon. Nice. I don't actually remember ever playing those. I remember playing them on the PS1, but never on the PS2. So it'd be interesting to see how that was on the PS2. Cassidy has said Quad Power Racing 2, and Harry has said Simpsons Hit and Run. That was an amazing game. I do really miss that game. Lots and lots of fun.
Yeah, that might pop up a bit later into the live stream. Just a quick hint there. So stay tuned. That game probably will pop up. Yeah, we're getting a lot of chat questions going through. I think what we're going to do is go on to Ben's first PS2 game he's played, and then we'll answer some more answers in the chat.
Well, it's funny you definitely mentioned Harry Potter, because I remember Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets being the first PS2 game I played. And it was based around Hogwarts, and you could go and meet all the different characters, and it was basically the plot of the movie. Let me see if I can get up.
Yeah, if you'd like to share your stream, Ben. Yeah, I remember that game. It's really good. It's good fun. If you love the movies, you would enjoy this game. Yeah, that's the cover. I remember, the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, it was really iconic.
You collected jelly beans, if I'm not wrong. You collected jelly beans.
That's right. Yeah.
Hogwarts. Yeah. Jack, did you ever play this game?
Do you know? I never actually played Chamber of Secrets. I did play though the but I never played the Chamber of Secrets. I think I had it. I might have had it on Game Boy Advance, I think, but never on the PS2.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I definitely enjoyed this game. We're going to go to the chat. We got a few people commenting. So thanks for comments. We really like your comments. Thanks for the interaction. Let's have a look. So we've got Retro Poke Fan. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Hi and welcome. I've still got a PS2 and quite a lot of games for it. Kingdom of Hearts 2 is one of my favorite games, and I have the second and third Shadow Hearts games. I've never played Shadow Hearts, but Kingdom of Hearts 2, yeah, great game. I love that game. Jack, did you ever play any of those games?
No, do you know what? I didn't. But what I was thinking of though, having a PS2 now must be amazing. What's it like having it now and kind of playing it in 2020? I find that so interesting. I'd love to get a PS2 and just play some of those games again.
It's funny because
do you remember those?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I was just thinking about Kingdom Hearts because that was Disney. Some of the characters in that were Disney, like Donald Duck, and you had kind of strange characters in it. I remember, I think we got it from Blockbusters once. But yeah, really good game, really good service.
Yeah, if I share it up on the screen, you've got Kingdom of Hearts 2. Yeah, there we go. So it's got Disney characters within the game. It's kind of a mix between anime and Disney characters. It's quite a strange one, but it was just a really fun game. There's some screenshots of it there. So you got Lion King. I remember just going around with the big sword on his back. You got like Hercules. So it's like you're going in between different movies. Pretty interesting storyline. Definitely recommend playing this. I want to play the PS4 game versions, but I don't have a PS4 at this moment in time. So, but yeah, fun game. Let's see who else is commenting. Let's have a go to comments. Harry said, Toy Story Racer. I believe that's a PS1 game. But yeah, really fun game. We'll get that up on the screen as well, just to talk about that quickly. Toy Story Racer. Yeah, there you go. I already searched it up. But yeah, it's a PlayStation 1 game. Basically, you're the Toy Story characters. You used to race around. If you're doing the battle mode, that was my favorite, the battle mode. You get the different weapons. You could fire them off, and you basically have to knock out the different players. A really fun multiplayer game. Yeah, it's good fun. Did any of you guys play this game?
Yes, I did. Because obviously we're brothers, Sam. So we shared a lot of the same games. I remember the Buzz Lightyear. So we went through like Pizza Planet. We would go into Andy's garage and Andy's house, and you could kind of maneuver all the different Toy Story characters around. Really interesting.
Oh, sorry, there we go. It's up on the screen. I don't think I had it up on screen a second ago, but yeah, there you go. You can see Toy Story races. So you've got the Disney characters, you've got the Toy Story characters in the cars there, and you're just battling, and it's in the different scenes in the movie. So yeah, really fun game.
Yeah, that's the Pizza Planet one. Yeah, I remember that. That's good.
Right, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Hi, Charlotte. Hope you're well. Disney characters. Yeah, Disney games are always the best. I love Disney games on PS2. Really good fun. I think now we're going to go into my favorite game. Well, my first game, sorry, on the PS2. We're losing track. There's so many PS2 games. It's unreal. So my first PS2 game, I'm going to load it up now. This is the first one I could remember playing, actually. So we'll see what everyone thinks to it.
It's quite hard, isn't it, remembering what the first game you played was?
Yeah, it is hard. I'm just trying to find the screen.
Especially as there were so many on the PS2.
It's Tekken Tag Tournament.
Yeah.
So here we go. So it's Tekken Tag Tournament. So this is a good fun game. The first time I played Tekken was actually on the PS1. That was Tekken 3. Tag Tournament, this is the first one I remember playing on the PS2. It's a fighting game. If any of you played Tekken, let us know in the chat and let us know your favorite Tekken game. This was definitely probably my favorite Tekken game of all time, to be honest, because it's the first time you can have two characters and switch in and out. And it was just a really good game. It was the first PS2 version of Tekken, so the characters were higher quality, they had better moves, there's more characters to unlock. I was just really excited playing this game, and I think that's why it stuck in my head as maybe the first PS2 game I ever played. Let us know in the chat, what was your first PS2 game you ever played? Let us know.
It's interesting because Tekken Tag Tournament, excuse my voice, it had mini games. So you could play bowling, for example, with the characters. Let me show you on the screen. So you had like some of the characters actually played bowling.
Oh, here we go.
You can see that. So you had like Panda playing bowling. You had like Kahechi, Mishima, and Jin Mishima, and all these different characters suddenly playing a game of bowling, and it's like, oh wow, this kind of breaks it up a little bit from the main fighting, and that's what made Tag Tournament different.
Yeah, if you click on another screenshot, then the one with where they're doing bowling, there's one to the left, I think, of the panda. If you click on that one, you can actually see the bowling screenshot there. There we go. And you had a power bar, and it was really good fun. Actually, I remember just getting strikes after strikes. If you go right with a good character, you could just keep getting strikes. Really good fun. Jack, did you play Tekken at all on the PS2?
Not on the PS2, so I actually didn't start playing Tekken until I was on the PS3. But it's interesting to see actually how kind of the previous Tekken games, and it's interesting because Tekken now is like you can still play Tekken on the PS4. So it's one of those games where I think has definitely gradually got better as time's gone on. But even then, it looks like so much fun. And I think I'd love to play that now just to see what it was like. But I didn't get on the Tekken game till a little bit after the PS2.
Yeah, we got a comment from Harry. I think my first game would have been one of the FIFA games. Yeah, there's loads of FIFA games on the PS2. I'm going to bring up my screen now, see if I remember any of these. I can already see a couple I remember playing back in the day.
I think my one was the first FIFA I got actually was 2004, I think. That was a good game.
So I remember 07, I played that. 08, I think I had 08 on Xbox. So that's when I had a PS2, and then I brought an Xbox, and I just put down the PS2 for a while and was on the Xbox. And FIFA on the Xbox, that was really good. It was good fun. 06, that was iconic. But yeah, the FIFA games on PS2, I think around the 06 to maybe 09 sort of age, I was playing on the PS2. Here we go. We got another comment. We got Trevor. Hi, Trevor. Tekken was really fun. Used to play it after the pub on a Friday night. That's what I like to hear. That sounds like a good night out. I can't wait for us to go back to the pubs and maybe bring a few drinks home and play some games after all of this is done. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that would be very nice, definitely. So Harry just said 2004's career mode was iconic.
There we go.
I mean, this is probably not the coolest thing, but I remember getting FIFA, I think it was 08 maybe, specifically just because I knew that MK Dons could play on them. And I don't even like football that much, but I just thought that was really cool back in the day. But FIFA, again, is a game I'm not amazing at, but it's lots of fun.
So that was our first question. Those were our first PS2 games you played. If you're enjoying the stream, give a like on this stream. Helps massively, and it really boosts our content. So give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's move on to the second question. So the second question is favorite PS2 game. So it's not your first one; it's your favorite one that you ever played. Jack, what's your favorite one?
So this, I actually had to really think about this and really think about what games I used to play and how much I used to play the games as well. But for me, when I thought about it, there was one choice that came up. I'm not saying it's the best game necessarily, but for me, it was just my favorite game to play. And that was the Simpsons Road Rage. So if anyone else played this game, let us know in the comments. I didn't realize how old this game was. It actually came out in 2001. I don't think I got it till maybe 2004. So I got it a few years after it actually came out. But for me, it was so much fun. It was quite a simple game. So it was almost like you were a taxi service. So you basically used to drive Simpson characters around to different places, and you'd get more points and more money. And then the more money you got, the more characters you can unlock. Again, it wasn't the most complicated game you could play, but it was just so much fun and pretty easy to play. And also at the time, I loved The Simpsons. So I loved being able to drive all the different cars. So I know, for example, if you were Willie, who is the Scottish caretaker, you could drive a tractor. So there were so many different types of cars you could play. And again, it was just lots of fun. I don't know if any of you guys played this game at all. I think you saw on the comments, Shelby played this game as well. And Hit and Run, that was a fantastic game, which I think that came out after. I think Road Rage was before Hit and Run.
Yeah, I remember playing both of these games. Great games. Road Rage was just good fun. You just drive the car like a lunatic and knock other people off the road. And there was racing aspects of it as well. You got to win the race. But yeah, just being the Simpsons character in a PS2 game was great fun. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this game. Ben, do you remember playing this game?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, actually, it's funny. Jack was saying about the tractor with groundskeeper Willie. I remember we drove it into the school so we could drive it around the school playground, which is quite fun.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah, all these memories start flooding back. If you're having a nostalgia trip, let us know in the chat as well, because yeah, it brings back some good memories playing these games.
Yeah, definitely.
It definitely does. So yeah, Road Rage, really cool game there. Harry said, Jack's shout for iToy has to be my favorite. Many hours spent on that. Yeah, iToy was just good fun. And I think everyone had iToy in the end. You went round someone's house, they had it, and you think, oh, I've got to get this. I've got to get this for my PS2. But yeah, iToy was good fun.
It's funny thinking about it. It was kind of like the TikTok of its day. Like you would do the kind of like mini challenges, and you would kind of act in front of the camera. So if it told you to do something, you do it. It's kind of like the floss dance on TikTok and all these like memes.
That's true. It's a trend of its time.
Yeah.
A fun fact about Road Rage by Retro Pokefan. Fun fact: the developers and publisher actually got sued by Sega since the patent infringed from being similar to Crazy Taxi. Oh, I've never played Crazy Taxi, but I can see from the screenshots and stuff I've looked at, I can see how they could have got sued actually. So
yeah,
didn't know that.
I never knew that either, but actually now you mentioned it, you can definitely see the similarities between the game and almost where they got that inspiration from. And it is actually very similar to Crazy Taxi. So I can see why. I wonder what the result of that lawsuit was, but either way, great game.
Got another comment from Bethany. Buzz was a house favorite here. So yeah, I've actually got Buzz just here. Picked up a few PS2 games the other day. So here we go. Got Buzz, the music quiz. Guys, have you ever played this?
Do you know what? I remember seeing it all the time, but I've never actually played it. Is it like a quiz and then you press the buzzer on the correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, everyone had a controller. You press the buzzer. They had different color options on it. So if the answer was red, you press the red button, and it's normally whoever's the quickest to react got the points. It's a pretty fun game. The host was quite weird on the game. Some of the phrases and stuff he come out with were quite strange. But yeah, fun game to play.
I thought it's similar to sorry, I'm just sharing my screen a minute. It's similar to this host. That's what I was thinking when I saw the back of it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, whose line is it anyway?
Yeah,
no, I think the host on that game was a bit sexist, to be honest, on the Buzz game. Bethany, it was quite strange. Apparently, Buzz Jungle Party was the best. There we go. So we know which one's the best now. Jungle Party. So thanks for that. Got another comment from Harry. Lord of the Rings games have to be up there with my favorites. Yeah, Lord of the Rings games. Yeah, very good. I haven't included that into my picks, but let's have a quick look at the Lord of the Rings PS2 games. The Rings. We'll get up on screen.
How many games did Lord of the Rings have?
I think there was 3 or 4. As you can see, yeah, there's quite a lot here.
Remember the second picture, the second PS2 one.
This one, yeah, the 2 towers. I remember going around my friend's house and we were playing 2-player, going through the campaign. I think that's a big part of it. When a game was multiplayer and you could play through the story with a friend, it definitely brings back some good memories. I remember this. Some of the games were quite difficult, actually. 2 Towers and The Return of the King. Those are the 2 that I remember playing the most, and they were great. Here we go. Going back to another question. Retro Pokey fan. I had the music quiz, but that was it as far as the actual Buzz games were concerned. I also had the Junior spin-off that were mostly party based. Yeah, good party games you play with family and friends. Great games. We've got a new comment just coming through. Tessa Dover. Hi. The first recollection of PS2 was Dance Mat. Such fun. Yeah, the Dance Mat, yeah, great fun. We discussed the Dance Mat on our last live stream last week. Jack, did you have a Dance Mat?
I did have one. It was so much fun, and I can't even say I was that good at it, but I remember it was a lot of fun, and I liked that the map were quite good. I thought the maps are quite flimsy sometimes after a while, but they were so much fun to play. And I remember also playing them. I think we said in the last live stream as well, but playing them in the arcades as well, and then replicating that at home on the PS2. But so much fun.
Do you remember playing on Dance Mat? We had one, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I do actually. I remember it more on the PS1, to be honest. I know there were games for the PS2. The one I remember fondly is a Disney one that we had on the PS1. I don't know if that went on to the PS2. It might have.
Oh, we got another comment coming through. Let's put that on screen. Hey Sam, it's Doc. Hey Doc, how are you? I haven't heard from you from a while. Hope you're well. For tune in. First PS2 game I ever owned was X Squad. Oh, never heard of that. Very old, but great game at the time and pretty awesome soundtrack. Oh, let's have a look at that. Yeah, hi Doc, thanks for tuning in. Hope you like the live stream. Let's have a look. X Squad. PS2. Have you guys played this game? I'd never played this game. I haven't even seen it before.
I didn't ever heard of it before, so it'd be interesting to see what it's about. I've just noticed Tanisha said favourite games are Sims 2 and Guitar Hero. Great shouts. Sims, I never played the Sims 2, but I played the Sims Busting Out, which I love. Did any of you guys play Sims 2?
Yeah, I played Sims 2. It's a pretty good game actually on the PS2. I know last week I was slating out on the Game Boy, and that was just terrible on the Game Boy. But PS2 on Sims 2 on the PS2 was good fun. What was you going to say, Ben?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it actually translated well onto a console. This was the first time that Sims kind of translated well, because you had it on the PC normally, and the Game Boy one wasn't the best. Then the PS2 one came along, and it's like, wow, you can do so much with it. And
yeah, there we go. There's it on the screen, so you can see the graphics were actually pretty good. It's pretty similar to PC graphics as well at the time, and it was great fun actually on the PS2. There's Sims 2. Cassidy, I know you're a fan of Sims. Did you play Sims 2? Let us know in the chat. Yeah, it's good fun. I really enjoyed this game.
I remember Sims 2 Pets as well. Sorry, Jack. Yeah, you had all the different expansions.
You know, I'd love to play this game now and just see what it's like, or play Sims generally, because it's still a game now that it's still pretty big, and I know so many people play. I know Cassidy and Tanisha and Shelby, you guys all still play it now. But it's a great game.
Yeah, I want to play Sims after looking at the screenshots. It was great, and you can kind of live your own life, build your dream house, get your dream pets. You could either put people in a pool and remove the steps and kill them if you wanted to. You could do a lot in the game. Yeah, Tanisha, playing split screen was a fun part of it too. Yeah, split screen, again, you couldn't do that on the PC version, so great that you could do it on the PS2. Tanisha has it on PS2, so that's really cool.
Awesome.
Shelby's playing Sims right now. There we go. So I think we should just do one about Sims one time.
That'd be great.
Get these people on to talk about Sims. That would be good fun. Okay, I think we need to move on to our next. So it's Ben. You're going to be talking about your favorite PS2 game. So Ben, what was your favorite PS2 game of all time?
Okay, so this is a very interesting choice, very obscure. It was one called My Street. I have very fond memories of this game because you basically lived on the street with all these different kids, and they were allowed out during the day, but they weren't allowed out at night. So they had to do all their adventures. They had to do a lot of mini games, like play racing, do lots of mazes, play beach ball. They could do all this in the day, and they'd go around the town. When it got to like 5 o'clock, because you had a clock on the screen, when you got to 5 o'clock, you had to go home, and then you could only come back at 9 o'clock the next morning. So
that was a bit, like, pretty weird feature of the game, but like a curfew of like when you could go out and play. But click on one of the screenshots, Ben, so the guys can see it.
So let me click on the bus.
So yeah, it's a lot of mini games. If you imagine like a Wii game with mini games inside, but it's revolving around the kids on the street. So you're like friends with the kids on the street, and you used to play all these different games. I remember playing it. It was a quite a unique game for the time, and good fun. Jack, have you ever heard of this game?
I'm going to be honest. I've heard of it, but I've never played it before. But I remember, did it come out around 2003-ish or 2003?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
I never played it, but I've heard about it. But it's interesting you said it, 'cause it's a game I completely forgot about and didn't even, like, I wouldn't have even remembered it existed. So it's really interesting, Ben, that you brought that game up.
It was interesting. It kind of reminded me of the kids show Kids Next Door.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So.
Chat, we want to know if you played this game. My Street is quite a under the radar game, so let us know. We've got a new comment. The Wild game says loved it. I don't know which game you're on about. Maybe you're on about Sims. Let us know what game you loved. We got Cassidy coming through. Guitar Hero is great. I had third. Was it the third one? Yeah, I believe it was the third one. Yeah, Guitar Hero is amazing. I played that on Xbox 360 though, so unfortunately it won't come on the PS2.
I think actually I love that game as well, but I played it on PS3. But I think Guitar Hero 3 came out at that time when you could get PS2 and PS3 games at the same time, because they had that stage and they were making both games of both consoles.
Yeah, they had this like crossover stage. I think the PS2 games were like cheaper by about like £10 or £15. So it just depended if you had the second gen, well, the PS3 or the PS2. It was up to you, like which one you were going to purchase. But yeah, I think at that point I just got an Xbox 360, so I got it for the Xbox 360. So I'm going to go on to my favorite PS2 game of all time, and again, it's going to be quite unorthodox. If you're in the UK, you should know about this show, which they made into a game, and it is Robot Wars. This is a fun game. I actually bought this game a few times because the disc kept breaking. Now, I don't know if you remember that, Ben, but the copy we had, the disc kept breaking, and basically you could build your robot. I always wanted to build my own robot and go on the show. This game just made it a reality, so you can build your robot how you want. You had a certain budget, so certain materials and weapons you can put on. There you go. This one has an axe on the front and a pirate ship flag. But yeah, it's like you're on the TV program just wrecking all these robots, putting them into the fire pit. It was a great game, and I actually got a copy here somewhere if I can find it. I don't know why I do it now, but I do have a copy on me.
Sorry, Zach, after you.
And that was a great TV show back in the day. That is one throwback. Right there. Sam, was that the PS2 game you've got there?
Yeah, it's the PS2 version. I picked this up for £1. What still?
I remember we met the actual guy who did the hosting of Robot Wars, Craig Charles. We met him at a convention, didn't we, bro?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we actually met him. The guy who does the voiceover, and he's in Red Dwarf. Yeah, nice bloke.
It was,
yeah, really good fun. So it was good meeting him, who did the voiceover for this game as well. Yeah, good memories playing this game.
For some reason, I always thought it was Jeremy Clarkson who did Robot Wars. I don't know.
No.
Was that like?
I think he did at the beginning. I'm sure.
Oh, did he do it right at the beginning? I don't know.
I think he did. I think he might have done it before.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, this is a BBC game. Look at that.
I'm sure he did.
I don't think anyone would want to pick up a BBC game now, but yeah, I love this game. It was great.
Yes, he did.
If you play this game, if not, go out and buy it. It's great. It's only cost £1.
Did you say I was right?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, he did.
Oh wow. Okay, sorry, Jack.
It's one of those things that you wouldn't think it, because it, I don't know how I remember that, but I just remember him presenting it.
Oh wow!
What a great show! It's weird now imagining the BBC creating PS2, like PS5 games when they come out. I can't imagine them doing that now. But no, great choice.
Yeah, we got a couple of comments coming through. Hi, Mandy, you all right? I enjoy the Harry Potter games. Yeah, if I get the Harry Potter games back up on screen. Again, yeah, good fun. I think everyone enjoyed a good Harry Potter game. Let me remove this.
There was always one.
Every time you got to click off it and then click back on it to show a new screen. So there we go. There's the Harry Potter games, PS2 games. My favorite is the Quidditch game and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Jack, did you play any of the Harry Potter ones?
I played the Quidditch game. That was so much fun. I don't remember when I played it. It was quite a long time ago now. But it was. I remember. I just remember all the different characters and things you could play, and especially if you love the movie as well, kind of reenacting that was just so much fun.
We've got another comment. We've got talking about TV show games, Futurama, Simpsons Hit and Run game. Great fun. Yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run keeps coming back up. I think that's a fan favorite. I've got to say it's one of my personal favorites. And you guys, both of you played it as well. So
it
great game.
It was a great game.
We got a terrible game comment from Retro Pokefan. We're actually going on to worst game later, so I'll go back to that comment and we can discuss it then.
Yeah.
So cool. We're actually going on to the least favorite PS2 game now, actually. So perfect timing. So least favorite PS2 game. We'll go to the comment. A truly terrible game I'd like to shout out is Smarties Meltdown. Dave Benson Phillips. Oh, really? Has him on it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like Dave Benson Phillips. But yeah, I've never played that game. Have you played that, Ben? Oh, as we lost him. Jack, have you played this game?
No, I have not. Never. But very interesting.
Let me just check my phone. I think we lost Ben for a sec.
I still can't believe there was a Smarties game. I just find that fascinating. Like, that is so interesting. I know anyone who is from, I think, the UK and then Canada as well. Smarties were pretty big. Was there the Smarties game in Canada as well for our guys watching in Canada? But wow, that learned something new. That's for sure.
Hello, Ben. Are you there now? No, I'm going to remove him from the stream. Hopefully he joins back and clicks on the link. We'll see. It might be having some technical problems. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Matt.
Can hear you. You disappeared.
Yeah,
did you fall asleep?
Yeah.
Oh,
some weird.
Yeah, you're lagging. Okay, don't worry. We'll carry on. So yeah, Smarties game. Yeah, a lot of people saying it's the worst game, worst PS2 game.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
I had a bit of internet connection.
Oh, it's your dodgy connection, Ben. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, so Smarties, yeah, looks a very strange game. I might have to try it out just to see how bad it is. But now we're going to get on to asking each other the question. So, Jack, what's your least favorite PS2 game?
My least favorite game. Now, this is an interesting one because the song, great. The album, amazing. The game, not so much. If anyone can kind of guess what I'm talking about or got any ideas, let me just get up on screen now. This was the Crazy Frog Racer game. Now, I don't know if anyone ever played this game or liked Crazy Frog.
Oh, yeah. This is really good.
Let us know. But basically, it was a racing game. You could play 1 or 2 player, which was quite good. But one thing that I found the most strangest is that it didn't even have the Crazy Frog soundtrack on. So I think one of the reasons you would buy it is because you got the Crazy Frog songs on, but all you kind of got is just these annoying sounds, which is ironic because the actual character I think was called Annoying or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I found the track quite confusing. It wasn't the easiest game to play. Some of the boosts weren't great. I didn't find it that easy to control. And I think it's one of these things where you see Crazy Frog and you think, oh, that'll be a fun game. Oh, let's buy it. And then you get it home and you're kind of like, not as great as what I would have imagined it to be. So I think that's why for me it's the worst game. I think when I brought it, I had higher expectations for what it actually was.
Yeah, we've got another comment. Oh God, I had the Crazy Frog game back in the day. Yeah, it's just bad game. I never actually played this, but I remember a funny story about Crazy Frog. I remember when the song was popular, I had my flip phone. It used to be £5 for the ringtone. People used to pay for ringtones then. I thought, I'm not paying £5 for it. So I got my phone. I got the voice recorder. I put it up to my TV, recorded the Crazy Frog sound, the song. And then I set it as a song. And then I showed people at school the next day and they went, oh, did you buy it? And I was like, no. And I sent it to everyone. So everyone got a free Crazy Frog song.
I actually did the worst thing thinking of that. Is I remember I used to get on like magazines and stuff. Like you could text the number to get the ringtone. And then you put it. So I text them. And then I don't know if because my phone was so old or it wasn't compatible. But either way, I couldn't listen to it at all. So I basically wasted £5. So Sam, you did the right thing there. Unfortunately, you didn't get the song on this game though, which was sad. And Retro Pokemon said they did a sequel as well too. They did. So they had a second version, which I can't believe they even made a second version, thinking about how bad the first version was, but clearly they did. I don't know how well this sold, but again, it was just a truly awful game.
Yeah, Ben, did you play this game at all? I can't remember playing this.
I remember a little bit. It wasn't a game. I remember the mobile games more than anything of this. No, I can't say I played it on the PS2.
We got a few comments coming through. Harry said, I think my worst was a cricket game. I've never played a cricket game on the PS2, but I can imagine it being bad. Yeah, probably really badly optimized, and the ball probably fly off in different directions. Yeah, I can't imagine that being quite great on the PS2.
I could imagine it being quite a boring game to play in terms of on a console.
Yeah.
Not to say it's a fun game to play in real life, but I just couldn't ever imagine playing it on a console.
Right, we've got Super Rat Boy. Frogger the Great Quest is probably the worst PS2 game I've ever played. Came out in 2001, 2002, I think. It's awful. Let's have a quick look at that. What was it called? Frogger the Great Quest.
Let's see.
Oh, Frogger.
The name rings a bell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll kind of recognize it. Let's put it up on the screen. There we go. So, Frogger the Great Quest. I've seen screenshots of this game. I've never played this game, but this blue bear looks creepy. So
creepy. What is?
That's what I want to say about this game. It looks kind of creepy, and the frog sounds pretty tall as well. If I saw a frog like that, I would probably run.
I'm sure I remember the game. I remember the frog from other games from older consoles. I'm quite sure.
Oh, possibly.
Right.
I don't know. I saw you could. I just googled it. I could see you can get this game on the Game Boy Advance as well. I don't know if anyone played it on the Game Boy Advance. And the initial release date was 2001, so quite old now, actually.
We got a comment from Awkwardly Sneaky. Hey, Jay, thanks for joining. The Great Escape. I suppose you're saying it's a good game. Is it a good game or is it a bad game? Let us know. We're talking about our least favorite games, but let's check out The Great Escape. Did you guys ever play The Great Escape?
I did not ever play The Great Escape. So I've just seen Harry's comment there. It's a bit like watching Jack play cricket, talking about the cricket games. In that case, it must have been a pretty not the best cricket games. So that I think that says it all in itself, really.
Jack Awkwardly Sneaky said this was an amazing game. So I've never actually played this game. If it's as good as the movie, then it must be great. But yeah, it looks good fun. So Ben, we're going to go on to your least favorite game on PS2. So Ben, what was your least favorite game?
Okay, firstly, apologise for the internet connection. My audio dropped out earlier. You may have noticed. But my least favourite game was one you may remember, Sam. This one, Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay, yeah, this was pretty bad.
This was an awful game because if you tried, because it shows you jumping over the cars and jumping over the bridges and stuff like that, but you couldn't even make the jump. So yeah, it's pretty bad in terms of how you could play it, and you couldn't get very far, even if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you have a look at all those screenshots there, it's just the back of the car and that's it. And it's just the one car. I can't remember too much about it, but yeah, I didn't think much of it when I was playing it. Yeah, it's just one of those games which I thought, I'm just having a look in the live chat. There's 17 of you watching, so thanks for watching. Say hi if you're new. Leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying the stream. And also, Yeah, let us know in the chat about any PS2 games that you play. At the moment, we're talking about the least favorite PS2 game. So if you had a really bad experience with a PS2 game, if you thought that was rubbish, that was a waste of money, let us know in the chat. We will pop it up on screen and we can talk about it.
It looks like there was more than one car later in the game.
Oh yeah. So
was it similar to the movie, or just literally driving around in the car, pretty much?
Sam, do you want to take that? Or
it was just driving around in the car. It was literally just driving around the car. You didn't do anything. There were some cut scenes, and that was about it. We got a good one from Awkwardly Sneaky here. We got Simpsons skateboarding was so damn bad. Let's have a look at that. I've actually just got it up on screen. So
it was very. I think you kind of like, whenever I played it, you almost expect it to be as good as like Tony Hawk's kind of games. Then when you played it, the gameplay was just terrible. And I think with Simpsons, you kind of have high expectations, because particularly things like Simpsons Road Rage. And I'm not sure if this came out after Hit and Run. I could be wrong, but I feel like it came out after, which almost makes it a big disappointment.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it was after Hit and Run. And if you just look at the screenshot there, it looks so boring and bland. Yeah, no effort put into this game at all. So if anyone knows a bit about the history of this game, let us know in the chat as well. We'll read that out. But yeah, it's really bad. I didn't enjoy playing this. I think I borrowed it from Blockbusters in the day around the corner from my house and wasn't impressed. So didn't buy it. I can't really remember too much about it. So yeah, Ben, did we play this much?
We played it a little bit. I remember Homer skating around. So you had him skating around Springfield and the nuclear power plant and stuff like that. It was a bit strange. It was a strange game.
It's interesting because the link of skateboarding and Simpsons kind of makes sense, because I know Bart loved playing on the skateboard. So it's a game which you think would be really good. It's just in reality, it just didn't quite match up, I think, to what those expectations are. And it's interesting, the photo you got up now, Sam, is the worst game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there we go. That sums it up. So it's not only just you, Jay, thinking this is a bad game. I think, yeah, a lot of people thought, what the hell was this? So, yeah, got 18 viewers now. So hi to everyone that's watching. Let us know if you're new in the chat. Say hi and shout out a random PS2 game. So that was the least favorite PS2 games. Now, I can actually think of any off the top of my head, but I've got to say, the ones that you guys mentioned were pretty bad. So let's go with those. Simpsons skateboarding, yeah, that was a bad game. I really can't think of too many bad PS2 games. I just kind of enjoyed more. If I didn't like it, I just gave it back to Blockbusters, and that was it. That was the end of it.
Does anyone remember? I only played this once, actually. This is another terrible game, so I only mentioned it very kind of quickly. But does anyone play the Little Britain game as well? I just remember I played it for about not even a day. I think I borrowed it off somebody and just thought it was so bad. I can't even explain too much about the game because I got rid of it so quickly. But
no, I can't remember that.
It wasn't a good game. I don't know if anyone's seen it or ever played it, but yeah, not the best.
So we've got a couple of comments of people saying about their favorite PS2 games again. So we got Harry, and he started off a conversation off topic, but I remember SS Tricky, my favorite game. Yeah, we used to play that loads, Harry, when we came around your house. It was really good fun, just doing all loads of random tricks, just flicking the analog stick and you're just going everywhere on the skateboard. That was really cool game. I'm going to bring up on the screen because a lot of people are talking about this game. Jack, did you ever play this game?
I did a little bit, but not too much. So I think I must have played it around somebody's house. I never owned the game myself, so I only played it. Might have even been Harry. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Again, yeah, game was sick. Jay said him and Amber has been playing some recently. Well, it must be a good game if you're going back to it now. And then we got a comment about Simpson skateboarding. It was actually before Hit and Run in 2002, after Road Rage, developed by Code Monkeys, who also gave us the wonderful Dalmatians 3. I've never played Dalmatians 3. Was that a good game? Probably not if it's made by the same people as Simpsons skateboarding. Let us know if it was okay or not in the chat. So yeah, those were our least favorite games. Apart from this, SS Tricky, that was an awesome game, obviously. But yeah, we're going to go on to our next topic of this live stream, and is the best multiplayer game that you played. Jack, what was the best multiplayer game you've ever played?
The best multiplayer game. Now, this, I actually had to really think about this and thought about games that I played with other people in that sense. But for me, there was one game that really popped out. So let me just get the picture up now. If anyone ever played this, but it was WWE versus Raw 2006. Now, for me, this was a great game. I think I actually played it with one of my cousins first, and that's how I actually got into the game in the first place. One thing I really liked about the game is just, I remember, I don't know if anyone else played it at all, but going off the actual ring, and then you could like get things like you could pick up the chairs and things and throw them at the different wrestlers. I think I was always the Undertaker pretty much, or the Rock. I don't think I was ever really played any different characters, but it was such a fun multiplayer game, and just pressing the different buttons and doing different moves. But yeah, did anyone else play this game?
Yeah, Ben, did you?
No, I didn't. No, but the next game is going to link into the multiplayer game, which is very similar. So
okay. So yeah, I used to play this game. Played it a lot. I think it was around Harry's house that we played the wrestling games a lot. Great fun. I remember doing this the story mode where you create your own wrestler, or the one where you're actually like Kane or the Undertaker, and they had like a storyline around them. Great fun, and yeah, just being a wrestler, being up people. What's not to love? So yeah, a good multiplayer game. I think you can do 4 players in that game as well, and it was just fun beating each other up in the wrestling ring and using the weapons underneath the ring. Do you remember doing that as well? Like taking a chair out or a ladder and like smacking each other over the head?
yeah.
I forgot about the ladder, but I think that for me, that's what made the game so much fun, is being able to go out the ring and get all these different objects and things. It just made it so much more fun to play.
We got quite a few comments coming through on the chat, so thanks, chat. Let's go through them now. We've got Awkwardly Sneaky, Time Splitters 2. Oh yeah, great game. I love that game. Let's bring it up on screen. Guys, have you ever played Time Splitters 2?
I don't think I have. What's the game about?
Oh my god. Well, I've got to show it on the screen.
There's so many games here I feel like I've missed out on.
Yeah, you got to go back and play them. Before you do anything else, you got to go back and play these games.
I know, I need to get PS2 and
there's a few different characters. I remember playing as a monkey with a gun. That's what I remember the most. Yeah, this monkey here. And it's kind of futuristic. There's like robots. I don't know. It's just a fun shooter game. I don't know how to explain it, but I just remember it being a load of fun. And Jay, we used to play it around your house. I remember playing this game with you. So yeah, good memories. We've got another comment here. Bethany just remembered that we had Gran Turismo and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Tony Hawk, awesome. Yeah, Tony Hawk was a good game. I think a lot of people play Tony Hawk's. Ben, did you play Tony Hawk?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I think there was a Disney one at some point. I'm sure there was.
Yeah, I think there was a Disney. I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to come back to that if there was a Disney one or not.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying about Time Splitters. Yeah, Time Splitters was the jam. There's a team remaking the game at the moment. Oh, really? That'd be cool. Yeah, I'll definitely get that if they remade it. Cassidy, my sisters and I play SingStar Pop. Not the greatest singers, but it was a good time. Well, that's what it's about. It's having a good time with your friend. It's the best multiplayer experience that you had with a friend on the PS2. So if you enjoyed SingStar, yeah, great fun. I used to play the Take That one, so that was funny.
I think we spoke about that, didn't we, in the last one? But I think I had the High School Musical one actually. But great games. I saw Tenacious The Warriors. That's also a good game and also a good movie. I've never seen the movie, but I do remember playing the game, and that was a fun game to play.
Yeah, just bring it up on the screen now. The Warriors game. I've never actually played this game, but I've heard good things about it. So it's one of those games I have to go back and play just to experience it. Ben, did you play this game?
No, I didn't. No, it reminds me a bit of Streets of Rage for the Mega Drive. It has that kind of Rambo vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, let's see what else. Harry's back to Lord of the Rings, talked about earlier. Has to be the best multiplayer game. Yeah, that was good fun. Lord of the Rings, yeah, real good fun. JS has put that he's pre-ordered Time Splitters 1 and 2, roll on September. And then he said, yeah, Lord of the Rings games were great. So, yeah, awesome. Right, so best multiplayer game. Ben, what would you say the best multiplayer game on the PS2 was for you?
Okay, so this is very similar to Jack's, but in a way it's not. It's Legends of Wrestling 2. And it basically had the best collection of wrestlers from the 1970s up to the present day. So you had characters like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, Big Daddy, Randy Savage. You had all these old WWF wrestlers with the WWE wrestlers. And it was a great multiplayer game because you could be Big Daddy and somebody could be like The Undertaker. And it was really good.
Yeah, I love this game. As you can see, Big Daddy on there. You're these wrestling characters from back in the day, and they definitely have a lot of character about them. These old wrestlers, and yeah, it's just good fun. It's like going into there we go. It's going into a time machine and being wrestlers from the past. Yeah, it was good fun. Jack, did you ever play this game? I've heard of it. Or?
I've heard of it. I never played it, but that was purely because I just used to play the WWE games. So I think that's why I never ended up buying it. Was it quite similar? Were there many differences?
There were a few. I mean, you could customize which characters you had, so you had to unlock some of the older characters. For example, you had Hulk Hogan, and you had to unlock. The older they got, the more you had to earn it, basically, like WWF. So it was kind of like FIFA in a way. You had to unlock the characters, and the more matches you played, the more characters you get. So it was interesting.
Yeah, it was a cool game. Got another comment from Jay. Stuntman was also a pretty awesome game. Stuntman, I don't think I played that game. Let's have a look inside the book. Let's pop that up on screen now. Stuntman, here we go. Okay, cool. So you're literally a stuntman, and it tells you to go over all these obstacles, I suppose, and drive cars over in front of trains. That does look like a good game.
That does look a sweet game.
Yeah, lots of games. I just want to get a PS2 again now to play all these games. Oh, never mind. That was solo. Still a good game, Dojo. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to go on to my best multiplayer game. It's a game that I talked about last week on stream, so you can probably guess what it was. If I bring it up, it's hidden. Here it is. So any of the James Bond games, basically on PS2. Brought this up last week with Charlie. He also thought it was one of his favorite PS2 games. We went around a friend's house. He had a multi-tap, so it's where you could plug in 4 controllers at a time, which not everyone had. So plugged it in. You could have split screen and basically be James Bond and play this game. And there's loads of fun different game modes. You had awesome weapons that you found around the map. You could have the golden gun where you could kill someone in one shot. And one of the James Bond games, you could actually be odd job and throw your hat, and it would kill them. If you threw your hat across the map, it would kill them. But yeah, James Bond's definitely up there with one of my favorite multiplayer games. There's just so many good memories of playing James Bond. There you go. Got a new comment. Jack, do you want to read this one out?
Yeah, so Dynasty Warriors is pretty damn good to split screen back in the day. Did any of you guys play that game at all?
No, play it.
Should we look it up?
Yeah, Jack, have you got up on your screen?
Yeah, let me just get it up now.
Yeah, I don't think I played this game.
No.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Again, it's one of those games might have to go back and try out. Is there any other amazing games you guys like to shout out while we're talking about best multiplayer games? Maybe you remember going around your friend's house or your cousin's house to play a PS2 game, and you just have really good memories, and it was good fun playing. So let us know in the chat.
I'll tell you one that I do remember. I don't know if it was multiplayer, but Sly Raccoon.
Sly Raccoon, yeah, that was a good game. It wasn't multiplayer, but yeah, good solo game. Plenty of good games on the PS2. Lots of good fun.
This is like, oh, I've just realised I'm typing in PS4 here. I need to go back to PS2.
I know. Go back.
There's the third one. Oh no, there's quite a lot of them.
Wow.
Yeah, one of my friends were quite into Dynasty Warriors. I've never played it though, but it looks pretty badass, I've got to say.
It does. It makes me really want to go back and play a lot of these games now, and just go to PS2.
Perfect. So now we're going to move on to our last section of this live stream, which is the remastered game wish list. So basically, which game from the PS2 would you like to get remastered? Jack, what game would you like to get remastered?
So there was actually a lot which I could have thought of for this one, and there's so many different games which I think are just great and what I would love to bring back. I really had to think. I think the one for me that I would want to bring back is GTA Liberty City Stories. I don't know if anyone else played this. But I played this game on both the PS2 and the PSP. This is definitely one of my favorite Grand Theft Auto games. Not for any particular reason, but I think it was just the one I happened to play the most. And my favorite thing about Grand Theft Auto, really, although you complete the completely different levels as well and the different missions, I love just going around, doing all the different cheats, putting those back in. So I remember in this game in particular, one of the cheats was you can get a tank. So I'd literally just spend hours driving around in a tank, killing different people. Not real, of course. But I don't know if anyone else played these games back in the day. But Grand Theft Auto, I actually saw, I don't know if anyone else sees, but you can actually get it on the iPhone, but they're only compatible with certain generations, and I don't think they're compatible for the iPhones now. So if you've got an iPhone 5, for example, you could probably still play this game on an iPhone, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I remember playing this one. There's so many GTA games out. They all kind of merged into one, definitely on the PS2. So yeah, it was one of the good ones. And yeah, as you said, they put it onto your phones. Yeah, I didn't know that you couldn't get it still. That's a bit unfortunate. I remember having, I think it was GTA 3 on one of my Android phones. That was good fun. But nothing beats playing on a console.
I remember the original GTA. That used to be, it wasn't so much 3D, so you could like drive the cars, see them. It actually was looking down. So, on top of the building, if you're looking down at the pavement, you can actually see the cars moving past.
It
So you
was.
could see the top of the card.
I remember buying that on the PS1 years after, and I just couldn't get along with it. I did not enjoy it at all. But I think that's because you go and play the different games after rather than starting at the first one. So Tanisha said, I played Liberty City, but not Stories. Oh, I've never actually played just the Liberty Cities game. That'd be interesting to see what that's like to play.
We've got a few comments coming through. Jack and Dexter, yeah, love that game. I don't know if I'll get up on screen quickly. Jack and Dexter. I really like the second one. That was my favorite. I'm going to get it up on screen now. It was a really good game to play. It's kind of like Ratchet and Clank. Have you ever played Ratchet and Clank? Yeah, it was just a fun kind of just game. I don't know how you explain it. On the second one, basically, Jack used to turn evil and gets superpowers, and you're in a city. They had hover cars. You could take people's hover cars right around. There was a story to it as well. Can't remember the whole story off by heart, but yeah, just go and watch some YouTube videos on it and give this game a try. It's really good fun. Or a Bully remaster. Yeah, Bully games were pretty fun. Did any of you guys play Bully?
Not the one. I'm just getting it up now. Is that one still got it on your screen now? No, it seems interesting actually. When did this come out? I've never heard of this game before.
I can't remember when it came out, but yeah, it's basically a bully in a school. I think it was in a private school that you got sent to, and yeah, some of the missions and things that you had to do was pretty funny. Played a bit of it, but yeah, a remastered version of this would be pretty cool.
It reminds me a bit of Grange Hill.
Yeah, yeah. Jay said San Andreas, brother. Yeah, GTA. So a lot of people want these GTA remastered games, which is cool. He also said, I'll give an infinite amount of money basically for remastered PS2 content for Toy Story 2 with a few extra levels. Yeah, Toy Story 2 was amazing, a great game. And yeah, if they made that remastered, that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be interesting now the PS5's come out. If you see any like remasters games that could pop up on the console, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. It's a game that you were talking about, Ben, Sly Cooper. So do you want to talk about this one?
Okay. So Sly Cooper, from what I can remember, was a skunk or a kind of he was a raccoon. Yeah, that's right. He was a raccoon, and he would be a burglar. So he'd steal stuff from museums or from people, and the aim of the game was to steal as much things as you could. And it kind of reminds me of Dora the Explorer. It's like Swiper.
Yeah, it was that kind of theme to it, but it was a really cool art style. It's good gameplay. It's kind of like 3D. Yeah, jump and dive under this stuff, and then use his hook to grapple down and swing down into the kind of level. So, it was a good game. It's quite unique. Sly Cooper. Definitely would play that again. Charlie, Anime Switch. Yeah, thanks for joining the live stream. I love that game. Bully needs a remake. There we go. It needs a remake. And then Vice City remastered would also be sick. So all the GTAs, basically people want a remastered GTA game. Vice City, again, really cool. I think, yeah, if they made it with technology, what they have, it would be stunning.
It'd be an amazing game to see what it's like now if you were to bring it back.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Perfect. So Ben, we're going to go on to your remastered game wish list. So which game would you like to get remastered?
Okay. A lot of people are going to say this game is a bit basic because it's been played a lot and it looks remastered already. But with the graphics today, I think you could incorporate a lot of stuff into it. Let me just show you. This game. So it's the one, the only Sonic Heroes.
Yes, yeah.
So Sonic Heroes was a
fan favorite,
classic.
I think, as well.
Yeah, it's one of the best Sonic games on the PS2, for a fact. I mean, they did do others like Shadow the Hedgehog, which is a bit rubbish. They also rebooted Sonic the Hedgehog, which I weren't too keen on. I remember playing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sonic Heroes was the best because it reminds you of the old Sonic games, like Sonic 1 to 3. And it's definitely worthy of a remaster because it's so good and the graphics was so great. You could go different islands and yeah, the 3D elements on it was so great.
Yeah, I think it was the switching of the characters of it as well. You had different teams, if I remember. So there was three
Yeah,
of you
that's right. Yeah.
at one time. Harry said, "Solid shout from Ben." There we go.
Thanks so much, Harry.
So he agrees with this. Sonic Heroes, yeah, great game. I think even if they didn't they kind of remastered it, but released it out for like £5-10 on the PS4 and Xbox. I think people would pick this up and play it all day.
And maybe they could include like more Sonic Mania mini games. So, for example, they could go back to the actual old games, include mini games. So you'd find an object in Sonic Face, and it would take you back in time.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that's a good concept. See, Ben, you should write that to them or say you want royalties for it. Anime Switch for Sonic Heroes was insanely fun. One of the most nostalgic games I played. Yeah, it was a good game. I remember playing it around your house as well, Charlie. It was a good laugh. Got another couple comments. Harry, SS Tricky or Lord of the Rings remastered. Yeah, Lord of the Rings would be great. Definitely would get that. And then he says, or The Simpsons Hit and Run or Road Rage. So it's funny you say that, Harry, because my one is actually Simpsons Hit and Run. So I'm going to put that up on screen now. Oh, I don't even have it open.
That was definitely my second choice. Great game. Definitely the best, actually. Well, one of the best Simpson games, I think, which was out there.
Yeah, I'll just open this up. Here we go. So, Simpsons Hit and Run. I would pay. Yeah, I would pay £50 for this if this was remastered. It was a great game. I really enjoyed this game. I mean, it was like GTA, but with Simpsons characters in, and there's no bloody gores. It was a bit of fun. It had iconic vehicles and missions from the actual episodes from Simpsons. So it was really iconic. And if they just updated it as well, put in some new levels or remastered the graphics, I know people would spend hours on this game. I would personally. I know people go back to it, just run emulators just to play. So it's very iconic. Ben, do you remember playing this game?
Yes, I do. I have very fond memories of it. I remember Homer used to be in different outfits, so you could make him into from different episodes. So, for example, you could have Homer in like a dress. You could have Homer dressed just completely naked, running around in his pants.
Yeah, I've got one dressed up as the devil. I think that was towards the end where you get the devil costume.
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, it changed to the Treehouse of Horror, and depending whereabouts you were throughout the game, when you got to towards the end, and it was like the Halloween kind of vibes, the whole town changed.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
and a great experience back in that game. Jack, did you play this game?
I love this game. So it's interesting how you said it's like GTA, and for me, it kind of almost reminds me of GTA and then Simpsons Road Rage coming together into one game. One thing I liked about it, actually, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but I felt like the levels, if you kept failing them, they kind of ended up just gradually getting easier. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but if you failed them a few times, the levels almost seem to just get easier.
Yeah, I remember being stuck on a couple where it's like you had to race a car from the Simpsons house all the way over to like the plant or something, and you had to go through obstacles and stuff. But yeah, sometimes it was quite tricky to control the cars. some cars were wicked. You get like the rocket car, which was hidden away, and you go super fast. But once that's destroyed, you have to go back all the way where you found it to get into it again. I remember on top of I think it was on top of the Quickie Mart, there was a little small RC car. You get in that, and you're actually inside the small RC car, and it used to go really fast. It was just little Easter eggs in the game, which just made it so fun to play.
Yeah, I think one thing that was really nice is that you couldn't do on most those like road rage, for example, is obviously you couldn't get out of the car, whereas in this game you almost had the best of both worlds in that sense, that you could do like lots of racing stuff and driving around as well, but then you could also run around and do lots of different things with the characters. So it just felt like a better game. And I think if you like The Simpsons as well, and they used like the footage in the game as well, and the different videos and things, just made it a such more enjoyable game to play.
And you could interact with the characters as well. You know, you had like Homer talking to Mr. Burns and Bart and Marge and all these different characters coming together. And it was to be honest, I think it was better than the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, the Simpsons movie game was good, but yeah, it definitely wasn't anything compared to this. You're just talking about all the characters there. Yeah, it had every character I could think of in this game, and you could just interact with people, and you could be the whole Simpsons family. There's missions where you're Lisa, missions where you're Homer, all the different outfits, all the different places, the storylines all linking up. Yeah, a lot of time went into this game, and you can tell just by how in depth the story and the gameplay was of this game. Yeah, if this game was remastered, I know people would go crazy for it.
Yeah. So just seen awkwardly, Sneaky J has played this game recently, so last month. And there's one mission where you've got to collect the 60 items and return to the start location. I'm not sure if I remember that. Do you remember?
Yeah, I really want to play this game. I might live stream it actually. Just try something new. Live stream some retro games. Why not? You forget how savage they made these games. Yeah, I mean, if you have to collect 60 items, then return it to the start location, that is savage. That is, tricky and frustrating, as Jay said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were tricky, and there's no easy way around it. And back in the day, there weren't YouTube tutorials, or you could do a quick search maybe online, but people didn't really search up online how to like finish games. Then they used to play through and grind. And I just remember if I got stuck with something, I just had to keep playing it until I got past that stage.
Yeah, and I used to get really frustrated playing games like that, where now if you're struggling, I guess it's a lot easier just to go onto Google or YouTube and do a quick search. And of course, these are the days when you couldn't do that, and you did have to just keep going and going and going and trying not to give up.
Well, the weird thing is that you say about Google, I remember the game guides like they used to do in like Blockbusters for the games, and they would kind of show you how the tutorials, how to, before YouTube and stuff like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's it. Jay also put Retro Wednesdays. Yeah, yeah, that was an idea I had before to do live streams of games, called it Retro Wednesday. May come through. Got spare time on your hands, so try something new. We could see some retro gaming on the channel. Why not? People seem to like us talking about it, so yeah. I think that's it from all the stuff that I've got. Guys, if there's any last minute PS2 games you want to give a quick shout out to, let us know in the chat. We've got a couple of minutes. Thank you all for staying and watching. It's been really amazing how you've interacted with our live stream today. We love doing that. And Ben, thanks for coming in to join us on the live stream. Had a good time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had a blast. Yeah, it's been great. Thank you very much.
Good, thanks for coming in, and it's great to hear all of your comments as well, and all the things you've played. There's so many games which me and Sam have never played before, and Ben's never played before, so it's great to hear what you guys are saying as well. And it about you guys, it makes you just want to go and now just play PS2 games, because you forget just how much fun they were, and it does bring back so many good memories.
The thing about games back then, they were cheaper. You could just pop to Blockbusters and borrow a game for a week, just play it for a week and give it back. And that was amazing. You weren't shelling out £50 for a game and wondering if it was any good or not. So you could literally try every game out there. And I know I used to just borrow games from friends and buy them from car boots, buy them from Game Station. They were cheaper than chips. They were like £5 each. You could go and pick up a new PS2 game. And yeah, I think after this, I'll definitely have to get a PS2 and play some games while we're under lockdown.
Sam, is Game Station still around?
Nope. Funny story about Game Station. Game actually brought Game Station. So their competition, they actually brought out the competition, and they were like, you know what, we're just going to get rid of Game Station. So people have to go to Game to get the latest games. And now with digital downloads, I don't see many people going into Game. So it is what it is, I suppose.
It's interesting, isn't it? Game stores, I feel like they've kind of changed. Like the game store, there's lots of like VR stuff now, isn't there? And you go in and play the game. So it's interesting how much those stores have changed over time.
There you go. Got a comment. Need for Speed Underground. Let's face it, we all played it. Yeah, great game. I've got to get this up on the screen. Need for Speed, just one of those car games which great fun, customizing cars. Yeah, great game. Let's get it up on screen now.
That was good. I don't know if I played it on PS2. I think, was it also on PC, if I'm right?
I believe so. This is the one that I remember the most. Need for Speed Underground 2.
I remember one of them.
Yeah.
I know Jay loved this game as well, and so did Charlie. Basically, just have a really cool car, drift it, and go really fast.
It's funny because I was looking at the games earlier and I was like, what was the last PS2 game? And then I came across this one. Let me share my screen. So the last PS2 game ever released was PES 2014. This came out in November 2013. It's a very interesting month, I realised, because that's when the PS2 actually stopped production.
That's crazy.
And the PS4 came out that month.
Wow.
So
yeah, it's crazy to
incredible.
Think. They're still making PS2 games all the way up to when the PS4 came out. That is mental.
And this is the last game for the.
No one brought it.
This is also the last game for the PSP as well.
Wow.
Wow.
Fun game. Got a comment from Harry. Awesome live stream, guys. Loved it. Need more talks about these throwbacks. Brings back so many memories. Thanks for coming, Harry. Glad you enjoyed the live stream. It's good to have you on, and thanks for commenting and sharing your favorite PS2 games. We'll probably do another retro games live stream because they just go down so well, and again, it's just a nostalgia trip for everyone. So yeah, it's great to talk about. Jack, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, what do you guys want to see? Let us know what you guys want us to live stream about. Really, for us, it comes from your guys' comments and what you guys want to see. So whatever you guys think, let us know in the comments, and then we'll have a discussion and see what we think. But I think gaming is definitely a good thing to talk about. Definitely retro gaming. It kind of brings back so many positive memories from back in the day. And it does remind you of how great some of these games are, because you often forget about them. And I think that's what's so nice, is it just reminds you of how great some of these things are, which you don't even think about anymore.
Oh, there you go. Karen, I still have a PS2 and I still play on it. Oh, wow. There you go. So, nice. Yeah, lucky you. Again, I've got a few games I was planning to sell, but I might just keep them now just to play and then pass it on. Harry said, after this, Charlotte is going to let me get a PS2 again. Yes. She loved listening to this as well. Thank you. No, thank you for coming to watch and listen to our live stream. Love doing it. So, yeah, thanks for popping along.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Charlotte. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be the end of our live stream. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to TechFusions. We go live every Thursday at 9 o'clock. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then you will be notified every time we go live or upload a video, which we've been doing a lot lately, haven't we, Jack?
We have. So we had a video come out Monday, which was about a fake iPhone unboxing. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. And we've got another one coming next Monday, which is going to be looking at the iPhone SE. So again, thinking about retro tech, using different phones and older phones in 2020 and kind of seeing how they relate now to when they originally came out.
Yeah, so this has been episode 5 of Tech Recharge. Ben would like to say a big thank you for giving us your time and your input. It's been great hearing about your favorite games and your experience with the PS2. So thanks for the live stream.
Thank you for having me on.
And a big thank you to everyone for watching. Again, it's great to hear what you guys have to say and the games you've played. So thank you for joining, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the live stream, and we'll catch you in the next live stream, Tech Recharged. Thanks, guys. We'll sign off now.
Bye-bye.